your fannies.
All right, ramblers, let's get rambling.
Oh my God, we're back again.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
Winning.
I'm Nick.
And I'm fucking Hess.
I call him Channing Tate Yum.
But today, my little boys and girls, we're talking about Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight, the movie that almost didn't happen.
Black dude's dingus in his mouth.
I kind of forgot about that. Like, you were telling me, and I was like, oh, I kind of remember that.
As was reported, the original script for this was leaked online, and until I heard that you were rewriting it totally, then I read it, and it was great. My question was, did the fact that you had already had a story for this make it difficult to do a total rewrite?
So the thing about it was, what pissed me off about what happened with the leak was the fact that normally I kind of finish a script, and once I'm done with it, I'm ready to go into production. But this was one I kind of wanted to go through 3 drafts. I wanted to get there. I didn't want to have to, there's certain plot threads that were in the first draft that I wasn't quite ready to tie up yet, but I knew I had a couple of drafts to go. So that's why I was a little disconcerted when it got out there. Having said that, though, my process was my process. So even though I yelled and screamed about it, I kind of kept on doing what I planned to do. So the second draft and the third draft is what I ended up shooting and was where I was going anyway with it. So that kind of just went on the way it would. It just got more public than I wanted it to get.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I guess originally writing it too, he was originally intending it to be a sequel to Django Unchained, and then it ended up being this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like this a lot. I think a Django fucking sequel would be infinitely better though.
I like it a lot too. But I was thinking about, like, compared to his other movies, it's probably just to his movies. It's kind of like saying a Marvel movie isn't good. Mm-hmm. Like I would have this down on his list, but just because his other ones are so phenomenal.
Is it because
Black dude's dingus in his mouth.
That could have been one of my favorite parts, actually.
It was full of blood, so it was warm.
When I was watching that part, I was telling Jerome, I forget what I said, but I was like, damn, fucking Samuel Jackson getting a blowjob from some dude. And he's like,
Sucked on that warm black dingus.
And he's like,
and then they show it.
Well, yeah, and he's like,
That looks like jizz.
He's like, what are you talking about?
I don't remember that part. And then he started describing it to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a story." Because you don't know if it really happened or not,
Yeah, that's true.
Like he could have just been telling it to the guy, but it probably happened.
It's in my mind it happened.
Do you guys think that he had actual army dudes down in their town, or do you think that was fake?
I don't think they were.
Do you think Channing Tate Yum had any?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I figured that was a lie as well.
Yeah,
I was actually kind of happy that everybody just died.
Yeah, I did like that in the movie, that they all just, everybody involved is just fucked in the situation.
Yeah.
But before, I gotta Google it here, but before we get into the movie, would you guys like to guess how much Hateful Eight made?
Oh, yeah, I always forget we do that.
I don't remember who picked the movies. I don't know who's gonna go first. Who picked the movie?
I did. I picked the movie.
Oh, Hess did? Okay. So
I thought Jerome picked it.
I knew I didn't pick it. I didn't remember which one of you two did it.
No, because I picked it because I'd never seen it.
I'd never seen it either.
Yeah. Fuck me. I feel like I had to make some serious fucking dough, bro. Then again, it's a Western-ish. I mean,
it's rated R.
It is rated R. I'm gonna go with $235.
$235?
Yeah, $235. There, fucking dick cup.
All right, so $235 million. What's your guess?
Why do I have to go next?
Because I asked you, fucker.
I'll say 150.
I'm gonna guess $135 million. That'd be exactly it. Now I look like a cheater.
$135 million.
Yeah,
that's how I talk, baby.
Okay, Dr. Evil.
It was
$235.
It was
$35 million.
You hold it. I gotta go back to the soundboard for this because
you can go suck a fuck.
Hateful Eight made $155.8 million.
Oh, I was off by $5 million.
Yeah, so it looks like you can go suck a fuck. 4 eyes.
We all have 3 eyes.
You talking about our brown eye?
They're all brown.
I mean, we all got
a brown eye girl.
Wouldn't that be funny if he was talking about a girl's fucking butthole in that song and just never told anybody?
You're such a fuck ass.
Should I do some notes? I didn't do any trivia for the movie. Does anybody have any good Hateful
That's
Eight
a little
trivia?
disappointing. Not gonna lie.
I meant to.
No,
but
I was
I meant to do it beforehand, but me and Hess ended up recording some Warzone, so I didn't really get a chance.
Wow. Should have told me. I would have listened.
I
didn't actually look anything up.
I was gonna. Should I look up how many N words are in the movie? Because me and Hess were talking about that. How many?
I did want to know how many times you say the N. It's fucking movie.
The actual word or N word?
Nobody said the N word in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was very uncomfortable.
You know, I was watching in the backyard, and I was like, hopefully no one can hear me.
On set with like Samuel L. Jackson standing right in front of you, and then you just having to repeatedly say it over and over and over.
I know.
And then call him that.
Well, and then it's like, all right, let's try that again.
Yeah, do another take. I didn't like that one. Let me see. Tarantino and the N-word. Why I hated the Hateful Eight. People don't like it. This is how Samuel Jackson deals with the N-word.
This is probably he always gets shit for it.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson defends him though. I don't see.
I mean,
the complete history of Quentin Tarantino saying the N-word right here.
You can't just. I don't know
I think
what you Googled, but
he might be the only actor that
I
didn't
googled
say the N-word.
exactly what you think I did, and I'm not getting any results.
One wiener later.
I can't find it. I looked at 3 different articles, skimmed through it. No idea how many times they said it. I'm just gonna throw out a number. I'm gonna say they did it 215 times in this movie.
You're just gonna make shit up.
That's how we do here in Ramblings. Take my word for it or don't. 215 times. Wow. Would you guys like to know the notes I took on Hateful Eight?
Sure.
I actually would, Jerome.
Now, I watched the extended one on Netflix. That's 4 parts, 4 episodes. You guys watched the normal movie. So supposedly, I got about 21 minutes of extra stuff. I couldn't tell you what was added to it. It seemed like the same movie to me.
I have to say, that's very disappointing.
So I might have a note, and you guys are like, that part didn't happen, and we'll see. If not, then I wasted my time watching the different one. But we'll see.
It is a little disappointing.
Yeah.
That you didn't. I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I love the opening with Sam Jackson and Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah.
Just them talking.
Yeah.
He gives him the Lincoln letter and all the shit. He picks him up.
Were you disappointed when you found out it wasn't real?
I was, yeah. The whole time I was kind of hoping that'd be cool, but then also I did like the storyline that it wasn't real.
I did like the reason for it not being real. I liked.
Is someone getting shot in our street right now?
Oh, hopefully.
Do you hear that?
I heard it.
I didn't hear shit.
It's still going off.
I got the fucking amps in my ear.
Yeah, but nothing was going on. So what are you hearing?
You fucker.
I can literally hear it.
Yeah, you're losing it, old man. Your ears don't work anymore. Get a hearing aid or something.
These are loud as fuck. You want to wear them for the rest of the podcast?
But they're not noise canceling.
They are when you fucking turn them up.
But yeah, I really like the opening with them, and like it just starts you off kind of in the.
Who was the driver? OB. What was he? A prominent actor?
He is in shit, but I don't know who he is.
I'll look him up. I'm still looking for the N-word. What was his name?
OB.
James Parks. Name's familiar. He's in Kill Bill Volume 1.
Oh, okay.
We probably just recognize him then from Quentin Tarantino shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's in Django also.
I don't know why. I really liked it every time Kurt Russell hit Daisy in the movie. Every time she's she's one of those actresses that's so good at being annoying. I fucking hate her in everything she's in.
I almost find
she's annoying in Weeds, annoying in Atypical, annoying in this. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Fast Times. She was in Fast Times.
Yeah, she gets fucking elbowed and all that shit. I'm like, yeah, fucking hit her again.
And then like the makeup with her teeth, like
yeah,
wasn't she in Good Time? I was gonna.
That's what I meant. Not Fast Times.
Oh, she's in Fast Times too.
Oh, is she?
Oh, she's in both.
Yeah, in Fast Times she blows a carrot.
Oh, I didn't see her do that in this movie. I really liked they just kept fucking doing the gag. Everybody walking in the place, you have to nail it shut. And do they do it? You gotta get another piece of wood. You hammer it shut. Every single time someone entered the room, I loved that they did that.
I like how they screamed at the guy too, and then meanwhile you find out later they're the ones who broke it.
Well, I liked they broke it, and then the guys show up and they're outside talking. So 10 seconds prior, they just hammered it shut.
Yeah.
Why not just leave it for that?
Because it was blowing open.
Wait, the same. Kurt Russell walks in like less than 30 seconds later after they nail it shut.
Yeah. Well, I think they wanted to make it seem like they've been there a while.
I guess everybody else would think it's weird if the door's just blowing open and some dude's like, "Hey, you want to come here? I'll move your horses. I'm Bob."
Well, I just thought that was interesting because has he ever had like a Mexican character in any of his movies?
I don't think so. Has he?
I don't know.
I like
off the top of my head, I
I like
think.
that it was that guy from Weeds.
Who's the guy from Weeds?
Wasn't he the girl that dated Nancy? Bob?
Was he? I didn't recognize.
He's
It's hard to
really?
recognize.
He
somebody.
was like the dude in Mexico, I believe.
He's the one that was in Scandal? Was he the guy from Scandal?
I don't know if he's from
He
Scandal.
was in Weeds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. He's in Weeds.
He's like the underground drug dealer dude?
Yeah.
Oh, like
yeah.
the-
No.
I'm pretty sure that is him. He's like spanks Nancy. He's like the president of Mexico or something. He end up.
Oh.
Doesn't he end up
the
dying or
president?
something like that? I think so. Yeah.
Oh, it definitely
Oh.
looks like him on his.
Okay. I was thinking the other guy. What the hell?
He was in Godzilla versus King Kong.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't remember him in that.
Me either.
Well, while you look that up, I got I liked how there's just little hints to things. This is like the thing I did like about watching this is it was kind of like watching the Quentin Tarantino show, watching it the way I did, which was
Yeah.
really fun. But Samuel Jackson noticing the little red, like he notices the jelly beans, but we don't know what they are early on.
Yeah,
You see that, and then like an hour and 45 minutes later, you see what happened with them and all that.
Well, yeah, and then the funny thing is like he saw the jelly bean and then he looked up to where they were.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know why they were up so fucking high. But like it was almost like he thought like maybe somebody was up there.
Yeah,
Because like
yeah.
I honestly did not even like because like I'm sitting there watching it and I'm going, well, we're like an hour 45 into the movie, 2 hours in, and still no Channing Tatum. Like, is he in the like?
Well,
like,
see,
does he make like a cameo?
that's what I told.
Like-
That's what I told Jerome. I said if he wouldn't have said something last
Yeah.
podcast, I wouldn't have known.
That's everybody's biggest complaint with this movie is like when they went to go see it in theaters and all that it says and Channing Tatum because no one knew he was in the movie. And then the whole time everyone's like, well, what the fuck? When's he gonna come out?
Right.
But it tells you right off the bat that he's in it. So
Yeah, I mean, I figured. So the whole time I was waiting for him. Well, you also said he was in the basement the whole time.
yeah, because I told it to you a while ago.
Yeah, so I was like, oh. So I was like, I knew something was up probably the whole time, but it didn't take away from it.
I mean, it was no like you knew something was gonna happen.
Yeah.
If you watched that and didn't think like you thought they're gonna hang out and drive home later.
No. That's what I mean. It didn't take away from anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Esteban Reyes.
Yeah.
27 episodes of Weeds.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Speaking.
But I did not recognize him because he had a
I
fucking
didn't
fur
either.
coat on, looking like an Eskimo.
Yeah.
No, I saw his face and I recognized him.
I didn't.
I don't think all Mexicans look the same like Nick does.
I just called him an
Whoa.
Eskimo. So
But I really liked Bob playing the piano for when Samuel Jackson was talking about his big penis and whatnot.
Black dude, dingus in his mouth.
I like dingus for penis. That's a
I
good
hate
word.
it.
Really, you hate
Thanks,
that?
fucking
That feels like something you would like. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna drop my dingus in your mouth, girl.
I could hear
I
you
feel
getting.
like the people, but people won't even know what that means. Fucking idiots nowadays.
Yeah, but maybe you could bring it back.
It was full
Like-
of blood, so it was
I was like, what are you even talking about? You're dingus. What do you think, you fucking more fuck?
You're more fuck. What do you think? You're more fuck.
He doesn't like dingus, but more fuck. Now there you go.
Quentin Tarantino narrated, and somebody poisoned the coffee. I like a lot. See, what I really did like about it is there was so many little mysteries. Like first they get up and you're like, oh, where are they gonna? Oh, they're going to this little diner bar or whatever.
Yeah.
And they get there and you're like, well, can they trust any of these people? Are they working with her? Are they see the jelly beans? And then Quentin Tarantino starts narrating, and you're like, oh, someone poisoned the coffee. Who's gonna die? So then, as each person's sipping, you're like, well, that person's probably fucked.
Yeah, I didn't realize Kurt Russell was gonna just throw up to death. That was pretty gross.
Yeah, it was. But I like too. As he started dying, he's just like, fuck it, and just starts
I thought
beating
that-
the shit out of her.
I thought that was a bit much when they started throwing up projectile
I know.
vomiting blood. I'm like, Jesus.
I mean-
Christ.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Quentin Tarantino movie if it wasn't a
I know,
lot of
I
blood.
know.
Basically, it's like 95% dialogue in this movie, and then
there's a lot.
and then the other 5% was blood.
Yeah.
and it was great.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
This is the only problem is this is I think one of the least rewatchable Quentin Tarantino movies because it's like it's mostly a mystery kind of. So then once you know all the stuff that's gonna happen, then you kind of
Yeah.
then you just kind of want to watch the last like 45 minutes to an hour
Right.
if you're gonna rewatch it.
It was interesting that it literally took place in Hatterbury or whatever, Minnie's Hatterbury.
Haberdashery?
Fucking it's called.
Haberdashery.
Haberdashery.
What is
Yeah.
a haberdashery technically? And by technically, I
what-
just mean what
you
is.
you got the Google machine right.
we haven't used your
Chief.
Hey Alexa, what's a haberdashery?
This is like,
According to Wikipedia, in British English, a haberdasher is a business or person who sells small articles for sewing, dressmaking,
There
and
you go.
knitting, such as buttons, ribbons.
So it's a
and
store
zips.
where.
In the
So
US,
it's like
Alexa.
a,
the term refers instead to a retailer
Alexa.
whose
Stop.
Jesus.
You
so it's
overstayed
like
your welcome.
a 1800s mini mart.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of like a quickie mart.
Yeah. Oh,
I thought
that's their sequel.
it's always there's always like the little like subtle things, like for whatever reason when the his name ended up he went by Joe Gage, but he was Grouch Douglas or whatever. Like when he bought the pieces of licorice, I don't know, like I don't know why that stood out to me.
No, yeah,
But it was just, like,
it did me
little
too.
things,
He
like-
did that and then gave her one and then killed her.
Yeah. It's just like
I thought he was gonna like
little
sharpen it and
things.
stab her with it or something.
I thought he was going to cut off her ear and start dancing.
Do you guys think that girl looked like Uma Thurman?
They
Yeah.
cleaned that place up in 4 hours. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they're good. They should be
a gang.
They should quit bountying and just be like a cleanup service. Get like a little horse,
like-
put a sticker on it.
Maybe call Winston Wolf.
It's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie.
Maybe they're descendants of
This is the fucking early stages of the dude from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Wow. Sam Jackson finally calls Bob a liar. I like that because he does it like early on in with the horses and all that.
I do like how he was like the main detective. Like Kurt Russell didn't know what the fuck is going on.
Samuel Jackson's kind of the secret main character.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, kind of. You know what the most
Shield guy.
surprising thing was to me?
What?
Is that I was actually rooting for Walter Goggins at the end.
Oh, are you? I was still rooting for Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, but they were together. I couldn't believe they were together.
but I still kind of, because he's Walton Goggins, I was like, you could walk out of here and shoot him in the face or something.
I totally thought he's going to kill Samuel Jackson and go with the bad people.
Yeah, I did like when
even though they were all
when
bad
he
people.
didn't. Yeah.
I really liked his character in this. But the one thing that stood out to me was Tim Roth's character. I felt like Christoph Waltz would have made that better because he said that he was offered the job, but he turned it down, and that was going to be his role.
Oh, that
But
would
he
have been
turned
it?
it down because he didn't want to. He said he doesn't want to be known as a one-trick pony. Because that
I
was
mean,
going
have
to be
they
his
seen
role.
Water for Elephants?
I was gonna say he
Yeah.
kind.
Oh,
I
same
mean,
thing.
to be fair, he is a one-trick pony, but he's the one-trick pony that we all love.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's good. He's good at being a good guy as well.
Because,
but
like,
him as a bad guy
literally,
is so much fun to watch.
When his when whatever the guy's name was, I can't remember his character's name, but like as soon as he started talking, I'm like, Christoph Waltz would have made that 100 times better.
I agree.
Not that Tim Roth did a bad job.
I'm not a big fan of Tim Roth. Although I did pick him.
You think he's kind of? Would you say he's an abomination?
A little bit. No. I did pick him for my movie that we voted on.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't bad in this, but there's other movies that I don't like him in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just the characters. Obviously, Quentin Tarantino likes him, and he probably has a better opinion than me.
Yeah,
so.
we should do a podcast where we only watch Tim Roth's movies, and we decide if Christoph Waltz would be better in the movie or not.
Like the one he did with Tupac?
Yeah, you gotta watch them all. Every movie he's ever been in. If he's in a music video, we watch that as well.
Let's just let's finish up with slashers.
Oh, do slashers first? Okay, I guess we could do that first. Let's see. Channing Tatum shoots Samuel Jackson in the balls. I love that.
That's fucked
When they think they should have added a little bit of
That looks like jizz.
on the floor a little bit. If he gets because it was all just blood. There should have been some like cum.
I don't think he cum.
Oh, like piled up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, but his balls exploded. There's cum in there.
Stop.
So it would have been cum everywhere.
No, that's
there
not the
should have
way it
been
works.
there should have been a little bit of cum.
No.
I think there should have been.
No.
Unless he
You
was
didn't
jerking
need that.
off.
Jesus Christ.
But
What
his
are you
balls
fucking
exploded
telling us?
because of.
I call him Channing Tate Yum.
I have to admit, so then Channing Tatum comes up out of the floor and gets his head blown off. So he's in the movie for like 4 minutes. When his head exploded and went into his sister's mouth, I thought of Channing Tatum.
I call him Channing Tate Yum.
That's what I thought of.
I pictured Jerome gagging watching that part.
Oh, I didn't gag watching it, but if that happened to me, oh my god, I
It's
don't think
true.
I'd be able to stop throwing up.
It's the second time she got blood in her mouth, this movie.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
he threw up on her, and then she started laughing though. If someone was puking blood, I'd be afraid if it even touched my mouth that now I'm poisoned as well. But she was just having a good old time while I was
You also
puking.
thought cum was going to come out of Samuel
If your
Jackson.
balls explode, there should be cum.
Well, not unless you're
Did,
jerking off or fucking somebody.
Oh fuck you.
Did I mentioned this to Jerome earlier, but I know obviously Tatum wasn't in the movie for that long, but I felt like he looked a little too clean for like his role. Like he was like
I
Like
think
he wasn't dirty.
Maybe if
like
he was
had his
just in the
hair.
basement cleaning himself up, looking all nice, and when he saw his sister, maybe they were secretly fucking as well.
Oh,
Maybe it looked
I
nice
didn't
for him.
think. I mean, that didn't occur to me.
No,
His little,
I
his
don't know.
little like shitty mustache and stuff. I thought he looked alright.
I thought I was actually pretty impressed because I mean, most of the stuff I see him in is like comedies. So.
You know, it is like because he's in one of the
What
Kingsmen
about
as well.
Step Up?
Oh, we could do Idiot's Guide to Channing Tate. Yum.
I call him Channing Tate. Yum.
So we got
That
the
would be kind of cool to do, like just pick an actor and do like six movies.
yeah, just watch a bunch. The mini flashback, we got to see the origins of plucking the chicken, origins of the door, them killing everybody. That's where you get your red apple cameo. And then the one
That was
girl,
disgusting when she's sitting there plucking the fucking chicken.
Yeah.
Jesus.
we got the is my ass fat? When I ask me if my ass is fat.
Oh yeah,
We look, I speak
Yeah.
French.
that was pretty funny.
I don't know what that reminded me of. It was like a female Hess. Like I was saying something about French, and he's like, guys, ask me if my ass is fat. And we're like, hey, yes, is your ass fat? And he's
Wow.
like, oui.
See, I speak
Yeah.
French. Do you like orange juice?
Daisy's speech, as much as I hate the actress, I liked her little speech, her trying to like win them over to about the 15 men and all that. Even though it didn't work,
Yeah.
it was a good speech.
Well, yeah, it was a plea of desperation for sure.
Yeah, and I really liked that they actually hung her in the place.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was cool. That he was like, no, we're still gonna do it. Then they're just watching her hang.
Although I did think,
Yeah.
you know, if I was a bounty hunter, I would hang a fucking person.
If you were a bounty hunter, what kind of animal would you go by? Would you be maybe like dog? You'd be Cat the bounty hunter, because you hunt down and destroy that pussy.
Wow.
Fucking Jesus, goddamn Christ.
At least he made himself laugh. That's one person.
That's your son right there.
Yeah, I'm proud.
Did you adopt him?
Suck a fuck.
Duh.
Should have
Winning.
put him up for adoption.
Because you'd get a little bit of a pass if you adopted.
Oh wow, okay.
I don't know where he came.
God, we're back again.
You guys want to make Hateful 8 2 or the Hateful 9 or the Hateful 7? What are we making here? We could do the Hateful 3, and it's us three inside a haberdashery, and we have to figure out how we're gonna kill each other.
I would just pick up right where it left off. I would bring in another slew of big name actors, make it obviously a Tarantino
so Samuel
movie.
Jackson and what's his face are still in the bed in there, and then more people come in.
They come up, everybody's dead, and then it's like, you know, you just try to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Okay. So it should be cast. So there's,
That's what I
there's
would
8. So 2 are
want.
already cast. Let's do the rest of who's showing up into the haberdashery.
I think it should be 9 though, so that way you get the sequel and it's like Ocean's 11 where it's Ocean's 12.
Okay, we can have a 9. But so we have 2
Well,
casts
you
already.
gotta bring in Christoph Waltz.
So that's 1. So we need 7 people.
Do you have to do all like Quentin Tarantino people?
I mean, you should add some. You don't have to do all.
Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman. Okay, I think we should have. I almost said Chevy Chase. That's not his name. John Travolta.
Jesus Christ, Chevy Chase.
John Travolta in there. I don't know why I thought of Chevy Chase.
We can put Chevy Chase in there.
Chevy Chase.
So wait, what's wait? Christoph Waltz, Uma Thurman, Chevy Chase.
Well, you're gonna
John Travolta.
You're gonna
Chevy Chase.
Wait, let me guess. Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how did I know?
No, but I was gonna say that's our new John David Washington. But
Oh, okay.
tell me you wouldn't like to see him.
No, I would love to see him in a Quentin Tarantino movie. That'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
Might as well bring in John David Washington too.
Oh, John David Washington as well. Oh, and Denzel Washington. Who's not gonna see this movie?
Ooh.
Who's not gonna see it?
Can you imagine Denzel and Danny McBride sharing the floor?
I cannot, but I would love to see that.
That would be interesting.
So we need
one more.
2 more, I think. Right? I think 2 more. We'll just say it's 9.
Okay.
All right. I'm trying to think here.
We need let's do 1 more that we're casting, and the next one will be our surprise cameo, like a Channing Tatum. Should we let Quentin Tarantino actually cameo in it, like he normally does in the movie, or should he just narrate again?
Yeah, we can let him cameo in our movie.
Yeah, he can cameo.
He can cameo in our
cameo.
Hateful 9.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because he let us.
I'm sure he'd let us make it hateful.
What about Keanu Reeves?
Oh, that's a fucking good one. I think that's your cameo, actually.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's good. And he shows up as like John Wick. He's just dressed as John Wick for some reason.
I don't.
Doesn't even fit in the
This
time
has
period.
nothing to do. Well, kinda. Did you see Aaron Rodgers for Halloween?
Yes, I did.
John Wick.
He did pretty good.
He did a really good job.
Yeah. You could do Bradley Cooper.
Oh,
I do like Bradley Cooper a lot.
Bradley Cooper as a cowboy would be kind of fun. Wow, so that's a fucking stacked movie.
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame who?
I mean, and we got John David Washington and Denzel and Samuel, so we're not going to get canceled. So, hey, but then again, I sent you guys the article. They're trying to cancel Michael Myers.
That's true. Well, he does hate gays, so
He hates everybody.
it's true. And actually, did
He's
you
a Gargi
did you
bunker.
see in that he actually like, if you look at the scene, he actually liked them. Like, well, didn't like the guys, he killed them. But he like, if you look at their photo of them, like on their anniversary or whatever, they're all
he
laying
did.
a certain way, and then he put the bodies up the certain way, like their picture. So he respected them and let them be all like together in the end.
Yeah.
So I think Michael Myers supports the gays.
It's one way to look at it.
Okay. So we got the people. What's going to be the main story, or are we just going to say who's going to be in the end? I guess really.
Well, who's who? I think Danny McBride should be the person that is arrested.
Oh yeah, it works. Denzel Washington and John David Washington have him in chains. They're both bringing him to the hangman.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed we didn't get to Red Rock. I wanted to see what Red Rock looked like.
I want a Quentin Tarantino like Western show. That would be so fun.
I just got my goal. Apparently, I'm walking.
Like imagine like the Western parts, like if they just did like the cool stuff they do with Western stuff in Westworld, but make it a real Western show and let Quentin Tarantino do it. It'd be great.
I mean, anything he does is gonna be great.
Like,
You think he'd
like
do-
your mom.
Is there talks that he's doing another one or movie or anything? Or?
He's saying
Reservoir Dogs
Kill Bill
2.
3 might be his next, but he also wants to remake Reservoir Dogs with how he makes films now, which I was like, that'd be pretty fun. He also wants to do a stage play of Reservoir Dogs, which would be really interesting to see.
I think that could be done pretty easily.
I want to see Reservoir Dogs.
There's not a whole lot involved.
Would you go see it on Broadway?
No, it's too far. Do you not know the words to that song?
No, I don't know a single word of that song.
Stuck in the middle with you.
It's just like when when he was climbing through the vents for many years in Die Hard, and I'd go, "Is it okay? We gotta have a few laughs," because I didn't know what he was saying until Warzone.
Yeah, and then he picks him as a character. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know that's what he was saying."
Winning.
Ow.
But so we figured that out. Who's gonna be like the last two in the bed? We won't put them in a bed. We don't want to end it the same way as Quentin. Let's have a last three. Who's the last three survivors?
God, your fingers are crooked.
Hey, fuck off.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Who?
Yeah.
Not
doesn't
Keanu
matter.
Reeves. He's got to die right away.
No, the same way he pops out and he's like,
What
"Hey,
is
guys,
that?
did anybody have directions to?" And they all turn around and, and they just kill him.
Yeah.
He just opens the door and asks for directions and
Ooh.
gets shot.
We got to replace.
I think he just pooped.
We got to replace somebody,
Somebody.
and we gotta bring in. What's the guy's name? I'm literally trying to blank right now.
You're trying to blank.
I'm trying to forget his name. I just can't forget it.
Could you give us a movie, maybe?
Who plays
Roger Rabbit?
Bradley Swagger?
Oh, Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
Or
I kept wanting to say Matt
Ryan
Damon.
Fleet?
I know it wasn't Matt fucking Damon.
Oh, Matt Damon would be great in the movie.
Matt Damon's going to be in the next Christopher Nolan movie, apparently.
Yeah.
With Robert Downey Jr., which sounds fucking great to me.
He's going to play Iron Man.
Just throw in Ben Affleck and you get a perfect movie.
For you to jerk off to.
You got that right.
Little hostile there.
A little bit.
But so they killed Keanu Reeves like that. Who we switching to Mark Wahlberg?
I don't know. That was his idea. I thought our cast was fine. I don't know if
just
Mark
think it'd be
Wahlberg
cool.
wants to cut.
We could just add Mark Wahlberg's not part of the Hateful Nine. He's just
But
a
he could
person that
be-
goes by and he gets killed as well.
He could be the bartender.
But he could also be like a marksman shooter,
true.
and he
Oh.
could.
We could do a flashback scene with somebody and he's in it, like how they did like the flashback to the
He
bar.
could suck John David Washington's dick.
Oh, I like
in
that.
that. When they're
Little
trying to get him,
hostile
when
there.
they're trying to get him to like
Dude,
shoot him.
dingus in his mouth.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, basically, we should just get all those people together and then have Quentin Tarantino write the movie, and then we'd be set.
Okay, that works to me.
And we'll just be like, oh, thanks.
Okay, and then but we get like, hey, they casting by Pleeka.
Yeah. Produced by. Did you just hit my camera? You fuck?
This part, I thought I fucked it up, but I didn't. Yours is
What a-
yours is tight, so it takes a lot to.
What
do
a
yours.
fucking dingus.
Mine, you could smack it and it'll literally do a whole 360 around the room.
Do you want me to try that? That'd be fucking
No,
cool.
I really don't, because I got a feeling you wouldn't do it good. It'd fall over or something, and we'd
I could be like Pat Sajak and
I don't know. What do we do after sequel? Oh, we got to see our next movie.
yeah.
I already looked. There was no point in pulling up the polls. Tombstone won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, won both
wow.
polls.
Wow.
I believe it was 10 votes on one, like 15 on the other. I can't remember. But Tombstone won. Taylor forgot to vote. Fucking bitch.
It was a place where a man could start over, where a fortune could be made. They say every town has a story. Tombstone has a legend.
None of your problem, Doc. You don't have to mix up in this.
You tell them I'm coming, and hell's coming with me!
Justice is coming to Tombstone.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
we're watching Tombstone. I know.
You picked Kurt Russell, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I know what I'm picking next. With Kurt
I was
Russell.
hoping that one of our movies would work, and then we'd have to do Reservoir Dogs, and then we could do Pulp Fiction. We'd just do 3 Quentin Tarantino movies.
You know what I almost picked?
I
almost did Kurt Russell and did Death Proof.
I was hoping no one would pick that because I'm not a big fan of those movies.
I think you should rewatch Death Proof. I watched it this year for our millions of movies we're watching.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it, especially if we just watched the Guardians and got to him, or told the more movies and got to him in Guardians. I don't know. I really.
Can I
liked
pick
it
the
this
episode of Gilligan's Island he's on for the next movie?
Honestly, I say
No.
sure. With us picking the actors, I think you should be able to pick an episode of television they're in.
Could you imagine?
Because we do 2 in a row. Why not?
Could you imagine? And then we have to pick. Like, oh, I'll take Ginger, and she's
actually-
never been in a movie. Is Hess on the move here?
I'm excited. I haven't got to edit the last podcast yet because we bought a puppy. Been a little busy.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it all synced together last night. But I'm excited to get to, because that one's when Hess is on the road the whole time.
That was fucking
He was
weird.
asking the lady about Magic Mike and all that. So I'm excited to edit that. I'm gonna finish that tonight, I think.
Yeah, you should. Since obviously, it would have been great if you guys got the puppy before we did the Lion King. You could have held up.
I know, fucking
the new pup.
Sabanya.
Yeah,
that's what they do. So
Still
Yeah,
can.
I watched it.
Still
did
can.
you? I said I
That could
tell Taylor to
be
bring in.
that could be the new intro.
Oh,
going
with
forward.
the little puppy in the. Oh, let's recreate. I'll dress up as the fucking monkey with the paint and all this shit, and I'll hold her in the backyard, and you be a little like lion or a pig next to me or something, and that'll be the fucking Pleeka intro.
We have a pig.
Oh, which one's Timon and which one's Pumbaa?
I don't know.
What if Hess was Seth Rogen and you were the other guy?
Well, that's Pumbaa. Timon's a little.
I don't know who was who, but what if you guys what if you guys were them and then I dress up as the monkey and our fucking and Arya is
Pumbaa
Simba
the
and
pig.
we
That's great.
recreate that for the intro.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go out to the desert and
I'll get right on that.
Yeah, me too.
You're such a fuck ass.
does it? Oh, actually, so I think we're about done because we did that pretty quickly. We got the poll. Should we tell the story of what happened last Monday?
What happened?
Oh
last
yeah,
month?
you said you had a story for me.
Yeah, you don't remember last Monday when me and you were playing Warzone?
You said you accidentally broke something.
Oh yeah, you fucking idiot.
So
Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
gave Nick the fly zapper on the last podcast, which I can cut to footage of it on the table right next to you. I have a theory this is all your fault that I'm gonna get
Well,
to.
good luck with that, bitch.
So he wanted the fly zapper because there's one in here, so I went and got it from
It
him.
wasn't a fly, it was a mosquito.
Oh yeah, mosquitoes were. Yeah, that's actually pretty important. So there was mosquitoes. The podcast was starting though, so we got rid of it, and then we finished the podcast. We went and played Warzone. I believe was that when he was going to see Tom Segura or something?
No, I ran errands and then we ate and then I decided not to.
Oh
play.
yeah, so he didn't play with us. So just me and you, and I was getting fucking eaten alive by mosquitoes. You
Bitch the entire time.
Oh my god, it felt like they were just not. My ankles were just completely red and bumpy. But so he
didn't have chicken pox.
He's like the fucking the zappers on the table. Go light a candle, do something.
Oh,
so all
that's
the
why
shit.
it's my fault?
So
I told you to light a fucking candle.
because you also left it in here, and then you wanted to zap the mosquito. So this is why it's your fault. So I come over here and I grab.
This is why it's not my fault.
I grabbed the fly swatter or the fly zapper. It's a big one. You hit the button and it zaps them. Has a metal thing.
It's like
at
a
the
tennis
end.
racket.
Yeah, and
Right,
I
right. I know what they look like.
tripped over Joey's dog bed and I chucked it out my window and I shattered my window in my room.
Wow.
I was playing in the living room, and it's nice outside, so we have the windows open, and I hear this.
It was the perfect glass shattering sound you've ever heard in your life.
And
perfect.
And I was like, fuck, I hope that was a TV. And then Taylor gets up and goes, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, I don't know.
And I was just like, oh, no. I can't believe I fucking did that.
And then we come in here, and he's like, I tripped, and then I threw it, and then it just broke. And I was like, you're a fucking idiot.
I have no words. It happened so fast, I have no idea how it happened.
It didn't. It just stuck like a hole in his window, and then I fucking forgot on Wednesday to call and get someone to fix it.
Yeah, we got every once in a while I hear that. I got Saran wrap and did it and taped it, so I got tape around the hole in my fucking window.
That's fun.
But you know what it reminded me of too?
No.
when I was getting something over there for me and you on the podcast, and I tripped and fell and knocked over the tripod and the light and dropped something, and you started laughing at me.
You're a fucking idiot. Was that the time you got mad and I beat you in basketball and you just got stormed off?
I fucking wish you'd come on me right now.
No, yeah, you can make me angry, I feel like.
Usually.
Especially in a basketball game.
How many times have you promised not to play again?
Two flying fucks about basketball.
Well,
he does.
I do when I'm playing against this fucking peckerneck. You should hear the things he says to you while you play.
I don't say shit.
He gets right underneath your skin, and you're just like...
Seriously, fuck off.
Yeah, it's more like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You play video games.
You know, but...
He's like, I'm hitting the same buttons you are.
And it doesn't work for me.
Well, the funny thing is, I'm still waiting to get invited to do a Nito 3 or 4.
Yeah, we got to do another one for Pleeka. Fucking Pleeka.
A what?
A new Nito.
Oh, Nito.
That
I didn't know what the fuck you said.
Yeah, that'd be...
That's the basketball one.
Yeah.
We got to do another one. Those are fun.
I'm still waiting to get invited.
Remember when that was like the only YouTube shit we did was make Nito videos?
What are we fucking? What are those guys called?
We were before Dude Perfect.
Yeah,
okay?
there you go.
Yeah.
No, we weren't.
What is
We were about the same time.
What does that even mean? Is that just a word you made up, Nito?
No, it was the Andy Milonakis and Dirt Nasty song, Nito.
Oh.
We just were making a basketball video, and I was like, oh, we'll do this song and call it Nito.
Okay.
Yeah.
We maybe got reverse Nito. Can you guess what that is? It's the same video, but backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winning.
I fucking hate that goddamn drop.
I fucking wish you'd come on me right now.
Kind of like that one.
I wish I could get in your house and delete that fucking thing.
Like your panties.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Stop. Move forward.
You
Do you
got
guys
in
like
the house.
orange juice?
That's the one I'd be deleting. Do you like orange juice?
Do you guys like orange juice?
You know, what are you like
a chocolate-covered pretzel?
I thought that I was all my yellow ones are Hess.
Where?
I thought that was
that from?
but that's from Chainsaw and Bile, I guess. But when we watched that, it's never left the soundboard.
Would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel?
What kind of fuck you give me?
That shit's good right there. That was a good one.
There's a fucking ninja.
That's Hess watching Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
That's a dumb one.
Yeah, I don't know why I have that one on here. I can't find it.
You're a dumb one.
Well, you know what?
You can go suck a fuck.
How many movies you got, bitch?
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay.
397. Oh, wait. I don't know how to add.
Fuck up. I've only done that twice.
Yeah.
I watched 368 movies.
Oh, so not that many.
I would be 363, but I haven't finished this documentary I was watching, and I didn't add it because me and Mom were watching it out back, and I just never did it.
We don't
So, hold on. You watched
Hold
how many?
up.
And you said it would be 363.
Oh, shit, I did say that.
So,
I reiterate, you're a dumbass.
that's why I'm like, you would have watched 5 less?
He's like, this documentary is so trippy, it takes off 5 movies.
I don't know how that just happened right now, but yeah, it'd be 369 is what I meant. So the movies I watched this week, did I say the Joyride rides last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
So I watched Jeepers Creepers, Jeepers Creepers 3, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Jeepers Creepers 2, Magic Mike XX.
Whoa. You
What?
watched 3 in the original and then watched 2?
Because that's how the order of the movies are. Because they're fucking stupid.
Well, Jeepers Creepers.
And it doesn't make any fucking sense, but we watched them with Victoria.
Well, you're the one who watched them.
And then all of a sudden they're making a new one now. Magic Mike XXL, I watched that one. I actually thought it was kind of boring, to be honest. I thought the first one was better.
I kind of forgot about it.
Paranormal Activity, Next of Kin, watched that new Paramount Plus horror movie. They bringing back Paranormal Activity, and it sucks ass. I didn't like it at all.
Shut up. Stop.
Shut
Move
up.
forward.
And then I watched Halloween Town 2 on Halloween with Taylor and Victoria.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I'm at 356. I watched, to get ready for this movie, The Hateful Eight, I watched The Ridiculous Six.
Black dude, dingus in his mouth.
That movie's horrible.
I bet. How come we should have watched?
I watched
Isn't this like a Quentin Tarantino wannabe sequel to Magnificent Seven?
I don't know.
Kind of thing. Isn't
Could be.
Isn't that like all the talk when it was coming out that it was?
I went down a Adam Sandler rabbit hole this week. Unfortunately, I've watched all his good movies already. So after Ridiculous 6, I watched Hubie Halloween.
Jesus.
And then I watched Murder Mystery, which I actually liked Murder Mystery. That wasn't bad.
I don't think I've seen that one.
That's the one with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Freddy's Dead, Blazing Saddles, which is fucking hilarious. The Hateful Eight, The Frighteners, and then The Week Of with Chris Rock and Adam Sandler, which was kind of disappointing.
The Week... Oh, I think I might have watched that. That might have been the last one I watched.
It wasn't funny at all. There was just a few funny... It was more awkward than funny.
You're such a fuck ass.
But, I mean, you have Chris Rock and Adam Sandler as the dads of the bride and groom, and you'd think that would be funny.
I've seen Chris Rock and Adam Sandler in Grown Ups 1 and 2.
I fucking laughed at Grown Ups 1 and 2. Especially... Yeah, I mean, it was dumb, but... I don't know. I can't. That's a hard thing to say. Rewatched?
We rewatched the second one a while back because we thought the second was hilarious the first time we watched it. And then we watched it again and we were like, what the fuck were we laughing at? This is so stupid.
I watched it for the first time last week. And we talked about it, and you said it was stupid. And I totally forgot Shaq was in it. And I had a conversation with you that Shaq was in it and totally forgot. And then after the movie, I went on TikTok, and I got Adam Sandler talking to Conan O'Brien doing a joke about Shaq.
I'm a little sick of every fucking thing I watch. And then all of a sudden, there's a TikTok about it. Every fucking movie. I'm getting Joyride TikToks now, for fuck's sake.
It hasn't happened to me as much as it happens to you, but like, so
but
when it did happen,
when I watch movies, usually the horror, like we'll watch like 3 in the series, then my phone really, and then at that point, we end up, I learned IMDb and TikTok are like best friends. They like anything you look up on IMDb, you're gonna get a TikTok about it.
Well, that's not true because I look up all kinds of shit.
Maybe you look up so much, your phone's confused.
Maybe.
Doesn't know what to give you. I don't. My TikTok and my IMDb.
I'm like, who the fuck was in Hubie Halloween?
They're like this. I look up something on IMDb. I could go on TikTok right after and probably get a TikTok about it. But is that it? Does anybody have any last things they want to say about Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight?
I'd tell you to break a leg, but you're more apt to break a window.
Wow, that's pretty.
I don't think so.
That's pretty rude. I didn't like that. You're such a fuck ass. That's it.
What a way to end it, huh?
Yeah.
So I get to watch Tombstone again this year.
Yeah, maybe you should have rounded up the troops and voted better.
I told one person to vote. I watched her vote.
I told one person to vote. They didn't vote.
I watched her vote. She pulled out her phone.
Maybe I gotta start doing that with Taylor. Pull out your phone. Come on, let me watch.
And I
vote.
voted. I took her phone and voted for the same thing on YouTube. Which, wow, her phone's fucking heavy as fuck. But she's like, "Oh my god,
we're back again."
Oh my god, we're back again.
She's like, Pulp Fiction and Tombstone. Those are 2 of my favorite movies. How do I decide? And she picked Reservoir Dogs.
What?
That's my mother.
So the 2 she really liked, she couldn't choose, so she chose one.
Well, she likes Reservoir Dogs too, but I mean, she's probably seen Tombstone and Pulp Fiction like 100 times each.
I've never seen Tombstone having a memory.
Wow.
What?
If that, because like I probably watched it as you as a little tiny boy, but I don't remember that. So I've never seen it.
I know by heart.
Remembering things, so it'll be interesting for me. I'm excited to give it a whirl.
I mean, I have a poster of it in the living room.
Does anybody know if it's streaming or do we ever watch on DVD?
Hold on, I'll look for you right now.
Oh my god, we're back again.
We have it on DVD twice.
Well, I don't watch anything unless we have it on DVD 3 times. Like this is the end zone movie I can watch.
I think there's a director's cut if you want to watch that.
It does not say that it is streaming.
I know it was on HBO Max a while ago, but
I watched it somewhere streaming. I mean, we'll get to pick a Val Kilmer movie after this if we want.
Yeah, you can.
Val
Kilmer.
It is not streaming on anything. Well, so I guess you're only watching it with us if you. I mean, you can go.
You know who's in it.
We're not gonna snitch you out. You can go fucking.
You know why Hess picked this?
Because he really likes westerns.
No, because Bill Paxton's in it.
Oh fuck!
You like your panties?
We're gonna get more Bill Paxton on the soundboard. Hess is a fucking genius.
Do you guys like orange juice?
I like that. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe. Make sure you watch Tombstone next week, whether you have to torrent it or steal your mom or your grandma's DVD copy. Come over here. We got 2 copies, Nick said, so you can watch one in here.
Sure.
And, see you guys next week for Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Tombstone? Oh, we got to start doing it like how we do like Ozark. Tombstone!